Guru Seva. Seva is the biggest dharma we can do. Selfless service. When we are serving someone as a guru, or when we are doing seva towards other human beings, towards our parents, to the animals, to anything in this universe, any kind of creature, that's the path which helps us somehow get rid of our past karmas, the bad karmas. It helps us clear the past deeds which we have done and helps us go further in the spiritual journey. Sometimes in the beginning it might feel like, oh, it's boring, or why do I have to do this? Any type of service, it can feel always slightly degrading, or I wouldn't say degrading, but you would feel like, oh, why should I do this? I am much higher than this. But most of the time, it's our ego which says that I am higher than this, or I am not, why should I do something which is not my job? We all have our personal dharmas to follow. Some can be a teacher, some can be a worker, some are doctors, engineers, anything, any type of work which we do is our dharma. And when we become higher in the position or something, then we feel that, oh, I'm now this. Why should I now do good things, or not good things, but why should I do some work which is not for my standards? But that's why Gurudev always emphasizes on doing karma yoga, doing seva, because that helps us bring down our inner ego, inner bad things comes down because of that. Because it doesn't matter outside this ashram, whatever post you all are on, but when we all unite and come together to the ashram, doesn't matter here or Jhardan or anywhere in the world, then we all become equal. We are just the disciples, the bhaktas of Gurudev, that's it. We three or you, we all are the same. The paths might be different, but the goal is the same. Grastha ashram is, as we know in Indian culture, there are 4 ashrams created by Bhagavad Pashi Shankaracharya ji. Brahmacharya ashram is the first, where we go for studies, where we go to gurukuls and get the knowledge. Grastha ashram is where we get married, have kids, and live a life, normal life, working. Then comes Vanaprastha ashram, where we slowly retire, and the husband and wife together or separately start slowly to go towards the spiritual path. And then comes sannyas ashram. If everyone will be grastis, then there won't be left any sannyasis to little bit push the people towards spirituality. That's why even sannyasis are necessary. And people think that, yeah, very nice life, you know, they're traveling all the time, they get good people, good food all the time, nice lavish life. But this represents fire. So we are always surrounded with that. But to go towards that path, to go towards the spiritual journey, to help us, is the easiest thing is to do is seva. Cleaning the garden, picking rocks or anything, that all is selfless service. But the highest seva is Guru Seva. Then the question might arise that, okay, but we are not all the time physically present with Gurudev. How are we going to do Guru Seva? Just by following the path which he shows us, just by following the Guru Vakya which he gives us, is also serving him in a certain way. Anything that is done with a purity in our heart, anything that is done towards humanity, towards Gurudev, without any expectations, that is selfless service. There was one man living in one village, and he had Guru Bhakti, and he believed in his Guru. And one day he went to the ashram and he said, Gurudev, I want to do something for you. Gurudev said, sure, you go to the village, and in that village there is a bridge, and that bridge is already starting to break, and it's very harmful. Maybe someone can fall down or some accident can happen, so go and repair that. He didn't really understand the logic behind that, because he wanted to do something for Gurudev, and Gurudev sends him in to fix a bridge. But as I always say, Guru Agya Avicharaniya, which means do not think or try to find the logic behind his words, just do what he says. He listened. And he went and started slowly progressing on his work, which was given by the Guru to rebuild the bridge. And slowly people, there were many people. Always we are surrounded by all different types of peoples. We will always have people who will be criticizing us for what we are doing. We will always have people who will always be loving and supporting towards us. And then we have people who don't really care what's happening or what's not there in their own world. So when he started building that bridge, then people started saying, oh, what a stupid man, why is he doing this? He could have done something else. But for him, what was important was the words and the Guru Vakya, which was given to him by his Guru. So he didn't really listen to what people were criticizing about, what they were saying, what not. He just continued building that bridge. And slowly time passed, and finally he built that bridge, and that bridge was stronger than before it was. And when it was done, then people all were really grateful towards him that, oh, what a great job. Now we can cross nicely. Our kettles can go. We can go with cars or anything, whatever. And then one day Gurudev appeared and came to that bridge. And he said, Guruji, I completed the task, what you gave me. I made this, rebuild the bridge. Now, can you tell me how I can achieve what you wanted me, what I wanted from you? Then Guruji said, this was already your first step towards the goal. That when you did seva, you were burning all the past karmas. And not only the blessings of me, but the blessings of all the villagers, all the people are upon you because you did something good for them. And all these people are my people, so by serving them, by serving the community, you are serving me. This is the greatness of the Guru, that for him, he doesn't want anything for himself. He doesn't want something to do with him. It's always for everyone else. It's always for his bhaktas. He didn't create this beautiful Om Ashram for himself. He created it for the coming generations and generations, for everyone, for the humanity. That's the dharma of a sannyasi, to always be doing everything for others. So Gurudev is always working with us, doing everything for us. Then now it's time for us to do something for him. So many years tirelessly he was traveling in my whole childhood, every year I might see him twice or thrice a year because he was mostly traveling around. Yeah. Why? Because to bring the message of Mahaprabhuji and of the Parampara to all of you. So whatever he did in his life was always for his bhaktas. This shows the importance of the bhaktas to the Guru. That whatever is being done, we are always doing without any expectations, with nisvartha bhav. There is no trading going on, that we are giving you something and in return we want blessings. But when we do his seva, when we believe in him with our pure heart, without any expectations, and just surrender towards him, then we will get everything what we wished ever. And Gurudev was whole life traveling for us, and now maybe we can start coming more to India and traveling to him. And now it's time for us to show our bhakti towards him. To show with our open hearts that Gurudev, we are here to do whatever you want. We will be always there for you. He doesn't need anything from you. He just needs your love and devotion towards him. Love is very important towards him. In the morning he was mentioning that speaking might be a problem, but he can still feel everything that is going through your heads, everything that is happening with all of us. He is always observing and seeing and knows everything. So even when we go to him with some problems or anything, you don't need to say anything. He doesn't need to say anything to you. He knows and he will help you fix those things. But we just need to open our hearts and say, Gurudev, I'm yours and you are mine. That's it. Shri Devanand Bhagwan ki jai, Devadev Deveshwar Mahadev ki jai, Hindu Dharam Samrat Paramahansa Swami Sri Madhavanand Purji Sadgurudev Bhagwan ki jai, Vishwaguru Mahamandaleshwar Paramahansa Swami Sri Maheshwaranand Purji Sadgurudev Bhagwan ki jai.